Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609 in a Gildan t-shirt with my name on it, so I remember who I am. So a viewer sent me this a long time ago, and they also sent me some that say Rusty 78609, but that doesn't have anything to do with anything. Good morning from my home base in near Kingsland, Texas, about 8 miles from Kingsland, Texas. I'm still alive in my 2019 Casita travel trailer, 84 square feet of perfect harmony for me. I've been full-time RVing for a long time. Today is the day after yesterday. Today, first day of the rest of your life. Make it a good one. You know what I mean? Anyway, hey Google. Hey Google. What's the temperature in Kingsland, Texas?
The current temperature in Kingsland is 67.
With a high of 83. Hey Google, what's the temperature in Bangor, Maine?
The current temperature in Bangor is 36.
With a high of 44. Hey Google, what's the temperature in Butte, Montana?
In Butte right now, it's 26.
With a high of 30. Hey Google, what's the temperature in Fairbanks, Alaska?
The current temperature in Fairbanks is 26.
With a high of 34 above freezing. You guys will not know how to act. Anyway, these are my buddies up here. This is Trenton Clump, a grinning rather. This is a teddy bear with my name on it. Popeye, Olive Oil from the old Popeye cartoons. Betty Boop from the 1930s. And Mr. Bill. And behind them is a sticker that says Native Texan. That's $1 million bill, 1,000 yen note, a €5 note, a $2 bill, a Frugal RV Gal sticker, a Deborah Dickinson sticker. They both have YouTube channels. Check them out. That's Mr. Bojangles. Those are organic bananas, getting older every day. And this is not. We got to pause the video and find Olive Oil's bra. Anyway, the mystery continues. I couldn't find Olive Oil's bra. It should be right down in there because if it falls, it has to go right there. But it ain't there. It's there. I just haven't dug down far enough to dig it out. But anyway, the imaginary Olive Oil's bra is right there. This is a smiling face with nose, ear, and hair on it. I put that on there. And then that's a sticker that says, life is better than a casita. Well, folks, I got to tell you, after all that, quote, intro, welcome to the, I would say, brave new world, but it's not necessarily brave, and it's not really new, but it's different. Okay, we know that. So here's what I'd like for you to do, if you think about it, on the comment call video. If you're leaving comments, and there's something that is interesting that we need to know about what's going on, and facts. Don't get into religion and politics and conspiracy theories and all that. But if there are some facts that you become aware of related to what's going on right now, then leave a comment on comment call, and we'll kind of use that like a daily newspaper sort of thing from all over the world, because we've got viewers from all over, and so we can keep up with issues and things that are going on. I mean, if your little community out in the middle of nowhere all of a sudden is locked down, well, let us know. Or if the National Guard's walking through your house and stealing your food, well, let us know that, and you know what I mean. But yeah, if there's a comment, or something that you think would be beneficial to the whole group of Rangers, well, let us know, okay? And then, we may expand on that. And if I see something interesting, then that would be a good thing to do a video about, let people know, okay? But anyway, best thing to do is be prepared. We've talked about that, adapt, all that stuff. But anyway, I made myself some notes, and I was just scanning them, and most of them are useless. Into that. But anyway, guys, we got a lot of comments. I probably won't be able to get to all of these today, even manually. But if I miss your comment, and it's something you really want to know about RVing or something else maybe, then you can contact me at rusty78609@yahoo.com. That's an email address that I use for this channel. And keep it short, and just get to the point, so to speak. But anyway, there's also, I've been getting some emails related to meetups. Well, let me tell you about meetups, guys. I don't mind doing it, but here's the way I do it. And because I'm 74 years old, I got a daily routine, and I don't like to be, interrupted during my lunch when I'm sleeping, napping, or whatever. So, if you want to come by and visit me, come by during Beer 30, which now is right about 5 p.m., okay? And then you're welcome to spend about an hour, and we'll chat a while, and then that's done, okay? Because then about 6 o'clock is when I start my wind down for the evening. I start getting stuff ready for my evening snack, and that's my daily routine. So yeah, if you show up around lunchtime, that's not good. In the mornings is not good because that's usually when I run my errands. Early afternoon, sometimes I read or take a nap. I also respond to comments, and so best time is right about Beer 30, right around 5 p.m. And just plan on, if you want to stay for an hour or whatever, about 30 minutes or an hour, that's fine. All right, so with that in mind, we'll move on now. And Al Furr says, that's correct, Rusty. We've got plenty of beer from Anheuser-Busch, Houston, Texas. That's right, they got a brewery there. Diaz, Frugal Life. Adapt and overcome. Have a great one, Rusty. Yep, everybody's going to do that. See, the good thing about being on this channel, Rusty's Rangers, is the fact that everybody on this channel now, we had to weed out a few, are good folks, leave good comments, and help one another. And that's what we need to do to kind of go through this change easily and enjoyably. So that's what we're doing. Anyway, Harold Gatlin says, everyone needs to go buy all the toilet paper in the store. Don't leave any for anybody else. Okay, you bulk buyers, try not giving a flip about your neighbors. Leaves are starting to get rough here. The leaves, they're down to using leaves. Anyway, Dertrixa says, same procedure here in Germany. Greetings and stay safe, my friend, or stay safe. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's the same all over the world, and the reason is we're all human. You see, we all have the same basic, or the same brain, the same physical form. We may be different colors, skin layers like a cell layer thick, whatever the hell that is. But be that as it may, that's why we are all reacting the same all over the world. So be aware of that. It's no big deal. We'll make it. In fact, we're going to learn how to enjoy it. Lori Ann Sylvie, that's a good one. Thank you. Steve Combs. Everyone looked up at home. No sports to watch. In 9 months, there will be a baby boom. They will be known as the Coronians. No sports. Does that see? It's amazing to me how it doesn't affect me, if I don't get the illness. But I went to the grocery store yesterday in Kingsland. Yeah, there were shelves that were cleaned out, but it's nothing I buy anyway. I actually was able to shop. You know what I mean? So I kind of had to smile inwardly at this situation. As far as watching sports, I never have, or haven't in 30, 40 years. So yeah, it's pretty nice. People are they're gonna have to learn to talk. We're gonna have to learn to talk to one another. Isn't that gonna be interesting? Beverly, people should order groceries, etc. Or you can order groceries for pickup or go online to order items. They can pick them up without coming in contact, etc. I ordered from Walmart yesterday. They were out of some things, but otherwise good experience. Yeah, they were out of ground beef. Same way here, they're out of ground beef, chicken, and all that stuff. But it comes and goes, And H-E-B, the big grocery chain in this part of Texas, they're doing the best they can. All these stores are, the trucks are still rolling just like they always were. The products are still getting here. It's just that there's a large number of people that are hoarding, and once we get through that, we'll be all right. Tim Smith says, I smell a big old rat. Well, give him some cologne or something. Dertrixa, good evening, Rusty. I remember oil embargo as well. The political corona news are getting pretty crazy day by day here in Europe. See, that's in Europe. Of course, this is Dertrixa. He lives on the North Sea in Germany. Best wishes to all Rangers and you. Stay safe and thumbs up. Well, you got to remember, guys, and I know I've said this 1,000 times. It's going to be 1,001. But anyway, the news media makes money off of ratings. And the more that people watch that crap, the higher their ratings go, the more they're able to sell their advertising for, the more dollars they make. And so, yeah, they're going to beat this store. They're going to park a hearse at your front door. They're going to do everything in your mind. So anyway, enough said. Vanessa Blue, I don't think it's necessarily important to get out get in and out of a store quickly as before. Things are different now. We're all experiencing something new. I agree with that. Most people know that they very well may not get what they came for, but I'd say most people would want to go in anyway just because they want to see what. Yeah, the reason I did that video, what can we do now, is not necessarily to, well, I wanted to point out a few things, but I also wanted to stimulate the thought processes in this area, because I want, because see, if you focus a little more on the issue, then you can start resolving it. You can start untying the knot. You know what I mean? And that's what I wanted to do. I just wanted, I realized that, I probably made some errors and stuff, but it doesn't matter. At least people are starting to think about it. It says big moves are here. It says Carolyn Dodd. This is Carolyn Dodd. It says, Rusty, if you were forced to stay on your property for 30 days in lockdown, would you have enough food? Well, even in lockdown, guys, see, here's in the video yesterday I pointed out, be sure you know what you're limited to in quarantine, lockdown, and these other different names they're throwing out now. Even in lockdown, you can go buy groceries. It's not like they put prison bars around your house. Lockdown, it sounds like that, but basically it means they want to limit all unnecessary travel. Is it, like riding around just looking out the window? They wouldn't want you to do that, or being in contact with other people. That's what they're trying to avoid, because if the germ can't move, like a flea from human to human to human, then it eventually starves to death or whatever, it dies, I guess. But they're working on that now. Yeah, here's one here. It says, yeah, I'd be fine. Don't worry, I'll be fine. It says, let us know when, if you see the military in your area. I hear rumors that Texas is calling out the National Guard. About 25 states have done that, and eventually they all will. And all they're doing is just being prepared. One of the things that happens in things like this, even when there's a hurricane in the Gulf of Mexico, you can have actually riots. People just go nuts. They get fist fights in the grocery store over one roll of toilet paper or a case of beer or whatever. And that's where the military comes in and kind of slows things down. No, they're not here to fire at you and shit like that. So, but anyway. We'll see, but yeah, change is not only coming; it's here. It's here. The change is here. So anyway, Shiver Me Timbers, that's the person's name, says we have companies here with 10,000 employees shutting down. Their stocks have dropped 75%. Says this shit is serious and will affect every American. No, that's true. It will. It's going to affect us all. But how and how much depends on you. Okay. Know the rules. Know the rules. Know the rules. In other words, wherever you are, know what's. See here, they've closed restaurants. You can't go in and have a sit-down meal at most places, which is true across the world, I guess. However, you can call in an order at a fast food place and pick it up. I called in to order for some chicken yesterday. I ordered me a couple of chicken breasts and some chicken sticks or whatever they call them, and put them in the freezer. Right now I've probably got enough food for, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks, I imagine, if I had to, or more, because I got peanut butter and all kind of stuff, and dry beans and stuff. But no, everything's going to be all right. M. Stokes says, great message, Rusty, valuable advice. Lisa Shippert says, thank you, M. Stokes. Lisa Shippert, here in Las Vegas, all casinos and gaming closed. Non-essential business closed, but construction on the new stadium can continue. That's shit, isn't it? Huh? I mean, come on. Anyway, I will say the governor had a list of businesses that can stay open, and a list of ones to close to help answer some of the questions. But anyway. Well, I guess construction is a necessary function. I don't know, but yeah. But you close all the casino and gaming in Las Vegas, and guess what you got? A ghost town. Okay, so anyway, Gary Ayers. On the bright side, gasoline is down to $1.70 here in Georgia, and no line at the pumps. Also, highway traffic is down about 50%. And if I run out of toilet paper, I have an old Sears Roebuck catalog and some corn cobs. Good for you. Yeah. It says we are all spoiled. In a way, we've never lived in a third world country, most of us. And the only time I have is when I was in the Peace Corps. And yeah, it's extremely difficult all the time. Your advice is good. People need to calm down and think. You are around and about and glad you're telling us what's going on. Adapt, adapt, adapt. Also tell us more about Mongolian Peace Corps. Actually, if you want to check out, I've got a playlist for the Peace Corps Mongolia. Just type in Mongolia. It'll bring up the playlist, or it's somewhere. I don't even know how to find it sometimes, but there is a playlist for that. Yeah, good times. Shiver Me Timbers, person's name. Did you ever in your lifetime think a flu virus would bring the greatest nation on earth to its knees and have people scared to death and panic? Not only, but see, here's the trick. It's not only in the USA, it's the whole world. The whole world. There is not a country in the world that is not affected by this particular virus. Even though in the past they were affected by all the viruses also, this one this is the first time that social media and the news media were able to, boom, just get the word out, and it put politicians in a awkward position, and I think they overreacted, but they had to do something, and they're still doing something, and at the same time, because of the downturn that was anticipated and some other dealing with Russia and Saudi Arabia, oil prices tanked. And that, those countries, if you think, oil producing countries, including the U.S., that's a big part of the economy. Anyway, enough said. No, did I ever think this? No. Sanborn S., well said, Rusty. 2 years ago, I bought emergency freeze-dried food with a shelf life of 25 years, enough to sustain my wife and I for at least 2.5 months. If we run out of paper products, we have Plan B. No, I hear you. But, for those people that, that have a large amount of products for hard times, that's just smart. That's all I can tell you. But you're still going to be able to go to the grocery store, folks, and there's still going to be food there, because the produce section I went to 2 grocery stores yesterday, and the produce section loaded, nothing. I mean, there wasn't an empty shelf anywhere. The canned goods, skimpy. The cereal aisle clean. No eggs, milk, some still there, not much. Bottled water. I don't know why bottled water is going. And there were a few other, of course, all the paper towels and stuff gone. But enough said about that. Just adapt. That's all I can tell you. Plan ahead for 2 or 3 weeks at a time, and then every 2 or 3 days adjust to be sure you're keeping your cabinets full or whatever. Angie Thomas, recycled newspaper. That's a good idea. Mount Thielsen, where I live, no one cares about fake news. We still have toilet paper. Where is it at? Where do you live, Mount Thielsen? Maybe that's where he lives. Hey, Google, where is Mount Thielsen?
Here's a map of Mount Thielsen, Oregon, 97733.
All right, okay, that's in Oregon, so now you know. And now you know. Anyway, here we go. We'll do a couple more and then shut her down. Taz Mod, good afternoon. Rusty Trackman, good advice. We are all set for the 2 weeks and longer. I put a coronavirus-free zone on my lawn to keep the virus away. Very good. Sure, that'll wear a shirt that says, you can't camp here. Something. Shift into high, Rusty, just nailing it here. Numbers on virus fudged. WHO, World Health Organization fibbing. Trump. Anyway, but there's a. Let me give you a link to something. Well, I can't leave it in every comment, but I'll tell you about it, and maybe you can make a note of it. I got it in an email yesterday. Maybe I still have it. Yeah. It's the history of pandemics, and if I can see I'll show original message, and I'll give you this, and then I'll end the video. See if he's got it here. Oh, wow. It's a long, long, long one. It's www.visualcapitalist.com/history of pandemics. No, let me go over it again. www.visualcapitalist, all together, .com/history of pandemics deadliest /? How about that? Anyway, if any of y'all got that, well, give it a look. anything. Here we go. Last one here, Sven Johnson. Best thing since fried chicken, if you can find any chicken. LOL, take care. Take the time to think and things will be okay. And that's absolutely right. Things have just changed and we just need to adapt to the new situation. And will it ever go back to like it was? I don't think so. No. Why? Because, well, first, well, the thing that the change is good in some ways, negative in others. I mean, there's a lot of positive and negative, but a lot of people are just going to shop online. I mean, you're going to see we're going to move millions of people my age to shopping online, which they probably should have done anyway, and picking up your groceries or having using the pickup at the grocery store or having groceries delivered. You can have them delivered and pay $5. Would I do that if I lived in the city? Yeah, probably. Why not? But anyway, guys, hey Google, tell us a virus joke.
Sorry, I don't know how to help with that. Here are other. What's the difference between a hippo and a Zippo? One is really heavy, and the other is a little lighter.
I get the sound, you know what I mean? But anyway, guys, from Central Texas, USA, on a spring day, we had a little rain this morning. It's a spring day. I mean, it's typical overcast, damp type spring day, not cold. It's going to be a little cooler tomorrow and the next day. But anyway, having said that, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, buy anything you want anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Why? You know why. But it doesn't cost you a penny. And then drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and it'll also help you lose weight because you'll be full of water and you won't want to eat so much. And eating less is about the only way to really lose weight. And then what else? Take deep breaths. Breathe in deeply through your nose or your mouth and take a real deep breath. And then hold it for a few seconds and then breathe out slowly. Why? Because that relieves stress, and relieving stress does what? Lowers your blood pressure. Is that good for you? Sure it is. You bet it is. And then what else? Stretch, 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 swivel, 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 walk, 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 pedal, pedal, pedal. Exercise your body once or twice a day, every day. Why? Because it's good for you. You know what I mean? You'll feel better. You may live healthier longer. A lot of good things to exercise. And then what else? Stand guard at the door of your mind. Do not let negative Nancy or negative Ned get inside of your head. This is your head, your brain, your frontal lobes, your consciousness. Don't let, I know the news is just pouring it in, pouring it in, pouring it in, but that's up to you. I mean, if you're shut in and you can't get outside, I would recommend that you turn the sound off anyway. That'll help. And then put on some good music or something and maybe sew or something, or, what I mean, clean the house, do something. But, don't watch it because it's, I mean, you'll keep up, you know what I mean, peck at it. But as far as leaving it on all day, you'd be brain dead by sundown. But having said that, guys, at ease, carry on, adios, until next time. I'm going to try to do, I might go over to Rogers RV today and do a video, and that's about it, unless something else comes up. But anyway, guys, adios, at ease, carry on, bye-bye.